Yes. Okay, my mic is on, my video is on. Uh, Good. We shall be able to start it in another 30 seconds, right? So that everyone does join in. Just give me 1 second. Okay, yes, got it. So, welcome back. So, yes, for those of you who are joining new here, so we do this analysis on daily basis, right? We do Nifty and Bank Nifty, and some days we do Fin Nifty analysis as well. So, the idea is to analyze on what happened in the markets today and also try and predict what will happen tomorrow, right? So this is again, you can never 100% predict it. The whole idea is okay, if you get more than 50% of your prediction right, it works, right? So you never can predict 100% surely on where the market would go, right? So yes, so those of you who keep joining on regular basis, yes, welcome back, and we shall quickly go into the analysis, right? So before that, quick disclaimer: this is purely for educational purpose. We do not provide any calls or tips, and before you do take any trade or investment, make sure you consult your financial advisor. So yes, quickly coming in. So I was looking at the markets today, and yes, okay, so it's very so Nifty for me. Okay, I think I'll explain it to you with the charts, right? So if you look at it, yes. So as we predicted yesterday, we can see that the markets did fall, and we did predict it right? So we did assume the markets would fall, and we saw a good gap down opening today, which also got covered up, right? So yesterday, as it ended around 18,200, we did predict that based on OI and based on a lot more things, we predicted that. Nifty would have at least a downfall today, right? And that happened directly in the morning itself. For those of you who want to watch that analysis, make sure you first subscribe to the YouTube channel and then go to that specific video, right? Also, for those of you who are watching it, make sure you hit that like button so that the whole team is motivated in order to make more such videos, right? But yes, coming back to the analysis, we saw yes. So yesterday, 18,241 was a very good resistance that was formed based on complete price analysis. 18,200 we saw is a huge. There are a lot of call OI sells at 18,200, right? We'll come to that as well. So yes, as per the charts, as we did see from today morning, we saw it open at a gap down. I think it got covered up until yesterday's opening, right? Yeah, so the whole gap down has been covered up completely. And yes, I'll show you a small trade. Like this was based on complete price action analysis itself and indicators. So here was one trade. Okay, let me just shift it to the 1 minute chart to understand it better. Yes. Also, the levels that we have marked currently are still the same levels for tomorrow's expiry, right? Tomorrow's expiry will be very fun to watch, but yes. Yes, as you can see here, this is the trade, right? So this is around 11:48 that I had seen this trade. I saw basically this was a small supply zone that was created from before, and this was the confirmation candle for me, right? So I saw as it had a huge wick here that basically took a supply from here and it started moving up, right? So the second candle was when I did enter, and this was my target. But as soon as the basically the bull run reached towards the end of the Bollinger Band, I did exit my trade. But usually this would have been my T1, right? But yes. This was a specific trade that I was seeing, and kind of worked out as well. But yeah, other than that, yeah, this was the build-up zone. But overall, if you look at it, look at the market today after the downfall, we saw a huge up move here, as you can see, until I think 18,178. But after that, it was completely sideways, and towards again here we saw a big downfall, right? So this was around 148. We see a huge fall, right? From I think it went up till 80,100, which was exactly our support zone, took support, and again went back almost a complete V-shaped recovery, right? So this happened between 150 to 210, almost in 20 minutes. We saw a huge fall as well as a complete recovery, right? So almost a 50-point fall and a 50-point up move towards the end, and again it ended sideways, right? So that's why I think both are support and resistance are playing a huge role right now. So 18,200 and 18,100, we saw it playing a huge role, right? So we'll quickly try and see what might happen tomorrow as well. So yeah, so the levels are marked here. For those of you who would like to note it, can note it, as well as it does stand for tomorrow's expiry uh, also. So also coming, yes, let me just, okay, saved, good. So coming to the option chain, right? So we are looking at Nifty. So Nifty option chain is Bank Nifty. So very interesting view today once I do come towards the Bank Nifty side, right? So yes, let me just refresh this. Give me 1 second. Yes. So I've specifically added only these columns because these are the columns I specifically look at while trading. So you can always add anything. For example, you look at PCR volume, you can add that and just save changes, and that column would be added directly onto your options chart, right? So yes, if you look at it here, we see at 18,200, 1.4 crore, right? So that should be our resistance. Yes, as shown above as well, 18,200, a huge number of call sellers, right? So we see a lot, and I think today 34.9 lakh have been added as well, right here. So this shows what do you call, a huge uh, place where acts as a very good resistance, where 18,200 people are not expecting it to move above, at least for the weekly expiry, right? And on the put side, we see 18,000 to be a huge support, right? So yes, so these are the two levels as well, but I'm expecting it to be bearish tomorrow. As also, if you look at 18,000, we see only 15.2 lakh addition on the OI change, right? And here almost 34.9 lakh, almost double, right? So we see, I think the market is looking at a more resistance wise zone, so that they're expecting it to go down itself, right? I don't think, at least looking at the OI on the option chain right now, it's looking like it shouldn't end above 18,200, right? So this is specifically for Nifty. Let's look at the OI as well for Nifty. I think we can also see the PCR data to directly see the ratio, right, and give us a better view. Yes. Second. Yes. Okay. Yes. This is Nifty, right? So you see in total OI change today as well. We see a lot, 1.6 crore call side addition, right? So we see a lot more call sellers here than put sellers. We actually see a negative input selling. So this is why I'm also assuming the market to move negative tomorrow. We see the biggest, a very huge. At 18,000 call OI, we see 1.4 crore call writers, right? So we're expecting it to be below 18,200. So 18,200 should be a good sell for tomorrow, and PCR of 0.9, which is again below 1. So we look at it to be bearish, right? So this is Nifty, and I'll tell you why it is very it's giving me mixed signals, because if you look at Bank Nifty now, it'll give you a whole other idea, right? So that's why so Nifty, if you only look at Nifty analysis, at least for today, we know that okay, 18,000, it should end below 18,200 tomorrow, and it looks bearish as well, right? Completely on looking at the charts as well as the OI analysis. So yes, now if we look at Bank Nifty, okay, this is the Bank Nifty. Um, yes. So futures chart, right? So we also, yes. Okay. So for those of you who are watching it for the first time, the only indicators we use here are, so this is the Bollinger Band. We have the VWAP going on around here. We have MACD and RSI. So these are the four indicators we use for the analysis, right? So yes, Bank Nifty, if you look at it, a completely different outlook. I think yes, it broke out of 43,300 also, which is a little more bullish on that side, right? So also, if you look at it, say, similar, very similar to Nifty, we saw a huge gap down in the morning, and right after that, we saw gap down almost being covered. Right? I think it filled up until yesterday. Okay, yeah, yesterday's was very small, but yeah, it today's gap up, it almost filled up as well, right? As well. So yeah, in the morning, it touched 43,300, after which there was a big reversal, right? So this, as we have marked it here, 43,300 to be a very good resistance, right? And the other level we have marked is 43,500, which, oh no, not 500, yeah, 458 and 500 to be our other two resistance, right? Above, only if it breaks these two levels, I'm very bullish on the market, but until then, I'm a little more skeptical on it, because I'm expecting either a small pullback and then to go back up, which exactly happened today, right? So if you look at it as we predicted again, we did predict it to fall today, which was a very good analysis we did based on yesterday. And make sure you watch that video, right? So yes, coming back to this, we see that yeah, it took a huge resistance at 43,300 at around 10:50 in the morning. I did not break today's day low of 43,190, right? Let me just see if we have a support level drawn. Yes. Okay, there is a support level which is quite far. Let me just add a price label to that, right? So that we exactly know what level this is. Yes. So almost 42,855 as well. And I think today's day low also should be another level, interesting level that we should see if it does break. Yes, that's around 43,122, right? Almost. Yes. Almost 43,120. So that is the approximate level. But yeah, you look at it here, this looks in a more bullish way, right? So as you look at it, even though how the market is moving, it looks a little more bullish than Nifty, as well as if we look at the OI today. So 43,000 also was broken towards the end, where it is a little playing around that area. But yeah, it was broken, on which around 10:50 it had taken resistance from, right? So this is a small supply zone have drawn as well. I think let me just quickly shift to the 1 minute chart. Yeah, so this was the supply zone as well. I put, and we see a huge again supply taken from this level right here, right? So again, that was for intraday purposes. Not sure if it will hold for tomorrow as well. But yes, looking at the charts, it looks like a more bullish move than Nifty. Quickly coming to the option chain, right? Let's just check the option chain of Bank Nifty. So yeah, directly here we look at Bank Nifty's PCR, we see it at 1.1, right, which is a little more bullish view than Nifty again. And we look at, okay, give me 1 second. Let me just refresh this. So yes, also if you guys have taken any trades today, make sure you let me know in the comments and how that trade went, and also based on what analysis you took that trade. Right? It can be anything. It can even be if you took a tip from some other person and it worked out. Right? So, but I would personally suggest you to not do that. Instead, try and learn from the market, and all you have to do is get more than 50 trades out of 100 to be right. Right. So yes, we look at it here. 43,000 was the highest level that was actually broken today, and we look at it. We have around 48.5 lakh put sells here, right? So which was supposed to be which were betting on that it would end below this level, but again we'll see tomorrow. So 43,500 is the resistance level as of now, where we have around 45.5 lakh uh, call sellers, right? So we're expecting it to be below 43,500 and above 43,000, right? So if you look at the change in OI, so sorry about that, but yeah, you look at the change in OI, we can see here almost 30.7K were added, whereas for 15.6 lakh were added at 43,000 put level, right? So we are expecting it to stay above 43,000 level, which is a more bullish side to it, right? So because I think we'll look at the OI also, but in terms of this itself at the support and resistance zone, we see not a lot of call sellers at this specific level, whereas we have a huge addition, right? This is almost 15. This is 15.6 lakh addition in the 43,000 level. So we're expecting it to expire above that, right? For the weekly expiry at least. So that's why I'm looking at Bank Nifty in a little more bullish sense, right? So that is what is completely giving mixed signals right now, whereas we look at Nifty is giving a more bearish view, that whereas Bank Nifty is giving more of a bullish view, right? And this is in terms of both charts as well as OI, right? What we are considering. So also we look at Bank Nifty OI. Let me just, oh, so sorry. Yes. Yes, so we look at the PCR again, yeah, as we were discussing in the option chain, PCR 1.1, a little more bullish sense. And also you look at it here, we see total calls. So yes, this is Bank Nifty. Total calls of 38.3 lakhs being added, whereas total puts of 92.1 lakhs being added, right? Which again tells us people are a little more bullish on the markets, at least for today, based on OI change, right, from yesterday. So, and also you look at the PCR again, 1.1, which is a little more bullish. So this is why at the beginning I was telling you that it is a little more. It is giving me a little more mixed signals, because Nifty, you look at it, it's very bearish, whereas Bank Nifty is a little more bullish, right? So tomorrow's expiry will be a very very fun to look at, and also I think very interesting, because it's I'm not sure now on which side the market will move. But yes, based on any other analysis, if any of you have done it, and if you want to put it in the comments below, make sure you put it so that it can help other traders as well. But yeah, it's not just bearish, bullish, or sideways. Make sure you put why you think it is that way also. But yes, so that is the analysis for today. I can't wait for tomorrow's expiry, and we shall come back here at 3:30 for another live, looking at what happened in tomorrow's expiry and how well we had analyzed it. Right. So yes. Until then, hope you have a great day, and make sure you hit that like button and bell button so that you don't miss out on any of our lives. So yes, thank you, and hope you guys have a great day.